New video here, but you know, the world's a crazy place right now. I don't know, with the coronavirus going around, and you can't be too safe. I don't know. Ah! Jesus! What the? What are you doing out there? Yeah, get in the house! Go, you're gonna kill us all! Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, shapes, and sizes, a video that you guys have been long awaiting for and asking about in the comment section. Today, we're going to talk about this truck, my Square Body C10. So this is my 1986 short bed step side C10. And full disclosure, yes, I got a step side because I really enjoyed the muscle truck on roadkill, and also because my very first car was a 1985 Square Body Chevy, 4-wheel drive, long bed. So I've always had a passion for these things, and my wife knew that, and she actually was the one who bought this truck for me. I actually hadn't seen it, and she surprised me with it. She asked me one night what I was doing. I said, hey, I'm looking at trucks. Here's one that I really like. I love the stance, I love the wheels, I love the color, I love the patina. Next thing I know, next day I got a picture sent to me while I was out for work. So this is what we got. I came home and drove the truck around the block and immediately pulled it into the driveway and began, much to her dismay, cutting it completely apart. It is now completely stock, but dropped. It rides on air. Up front, we have a Thor Bros with Slam Specialties bags, basically a bolt-in kit. Out back, it's my own parallel 4-link that I built for the thing with Firestone bags. And you can kind of see a little bit here what we're dealing with. It's got a Panhard bar up underneath there, twin Viair 480C compressors, and about 7 gallons of tank capacity make this thing ride like it's on a marshmallow. It has a gigantic step notch in the back, so it will lay, like right now what you're seeing is the truck is sitting on the transmission crossmember and the exhaust. That's all the lower it will get. I did mess up a little bit. You can kind of see, if you follow the body lines from this shot right here, you can see how it looks like it's kind of kinked in the middle because the frame on the back side is kicked up just a little bit, so I need to adjust the bed mounts on the thing. But there's a lot more work to be done here. This is a California truck, so although it looks a little bit rough and some nice patina on it, all in all, it's generally rust-free. Because it's a California truck, it is absolutely gutless because this truck was built during the fuel crisis of the smog era, when manufacturers are trying to figure out what the hell to do with all these new regulations coming down from the government. This thing was originally equipped with like one of those computer-controlled carburetors. That's a carburetor, not the original one, but back here, that's an O2 sensor. Yes, they actually did that. Carburetors and oxygen sensors at the same time. This truck ran absolutely terrible when I first got it. 3,200 RPM, it like hit a brick wall and fall on its face. So for about a couple $100 on Craigslist, I got an intake, carb, and a smog era distributor. It's a 700 R4 transmission. That motor's 305 cubic inches, and the rear gears are 273. This thing will fly down the freeway. Takes a long time to get there, but it cruises great. Oh, and the AC actually works. The original air conditioning actually functions on this truck. So it has been super reliable. It's proven to be like one of the best vehicles I've ever had. Like, I love this thing. It hauls dump runs when I'm taking forward parts to the dump. Anything else I need to throw in the back. I've hauled engines with this thing. The step notch actually comes up, even though it's got a raised bed floor. The factory fuel tank is here, so it's supported under here, and then the step notch is underneath here, supporting everything you need. Inside, my daughters and I did a little cheapo restoration on it. It's a little worse for wear now after a few years. This cheap ass dash pad cover, I do not recommend these if you're a square body guy. Like, spend the money and get a legit dash pad. We put a stereo in it, gauges for the air ride. It's got auto vent shade, 9 positions. So we got front, back, side to side. Speakers all the way around on the thing. And all in all, dude, this is a killer daily driver. But the time has finally come to give this thing some love. Where is this project going? Why has it waited so long? Well, I didn't want to like unveil this project to anybody. I kind of kept it not in secret, but we didn't talk about it because I didn't have a direction for the thing. So now I kind of do. After PRI 2019, talking to the homies over at Holley FI, this is what we have come up with. So specific shout out to my homie Jeff Teal for having our back all the time here at Clapped Out. We discussed this. We'll say, why don't we go crazy? This is the Holley Sniper EFI twin plenum intake. It kind of looks like a pair of like Honda intakes side by side. Twin 92mm openings, 92mm throttle bodies, and then they're going to be foreskin fed with a pair of 66mm STS turbos. Yes, that's right. You can buy turbos from STS. Not everything is a rear mount system. You can buy the individual components as well. I got a pair of STS by TurboSmart 38mm wastegates to regulate the power being applied to this thing because it's going to be on pump gas. So I don't want to go banana sandwich with the thing. A pair of Flowtech up and forward or down and forward headers, depending on how you mount them, because they're universal. You can go either way. And then fuel rails and everything like that for the intake as well. And it's all going to be managed by, that's right, Holley EFI. So the C10 is going to run on a Holley Terminator X system, but I didn't order a Holley Terminator X system from them. I ordered this, a Dominator. This is the new ECU for my race car, which runs currently on Holley Terminator X. This is going to be a separate video where I'm going to show you guys, like, if you've maximized the potential of a Holley Terminator X system, which we haven't, but we are close. And there's more data that I would love to collect on this car. So I'm going to go ahead and make this jump to a Dominator system on this car. I got an NTK wideband sensor, so everything Terminator X specific from this car is going to come out and go into that truck over there. And then we're going to run the digital dash just like both of these cars do right here, which is a fantastic product, inside of this whole bezel, because the factory dash inside of the C10 right now, not a single damn gauge works inside of the thing, like literally nothing. I got some miscellaneous other harnesses here. The transmission harness, 4L80. Let's talk about that. We haven't talked about that yet. This is the 4L80E transmission that is going to go inside of the C10. And if you know anything about that, that's like the 1 ton and above, or yeah, 3/4 ton, 1 ton transmission for the gas motors. Huge performance supplied, a full rebuild kit for this thing. And I am literally just waiting on one single piece. This guy right here, this reaction drum, reaction carrier, whatever you call it. You can see those train tracks, those lines worn into it. That thing is no bueno anymore. As soon as a new one of those comes in, this whole thing will be put together. And then shout out to my homie, Jamie Parker. I said, man, I need a couple parts for a 4L80, like some miscellaneous stuff that I'm missing for another side project here. And he came through in a clutch situation, supplied me the parts, and then he gave me this. This is a Jake's Transmission D1 trans brake. That's right. The C10 is going to have twin turbos, LS power, and a trans brake. Riding on air. Can a truck on air be fast? We might just find out. So I'm super excited to start this build. Shout out to the homies at Holley EFI for coming on board and supporting us with this project and everything that we do here. I greatly appreciate it, man. I cannot wait to get my kids involved on building this thing. Like, we're gonna have a lot of downtime. The world's a scary place right now. The news is super ominous looking, so it looks like we're gonna spend a lot of quality time at home as a family, and honestly, I'm kind of okay with that because, like, I do not like people. Anyway, if you're stuck at home too, you should head over to clappedout.com/store and pick yourself up some new merch. We're gonna have new shirts, new hats, as well as new stickers dropping shortly after this video. Be sure to check back on our Facebook page. Follow us on all of our social media outlets, Facebook, YouTube, comment, like, share, subscribe, all of the above. Thank you guys so much, dude. The support that we got for the Gapple Juice whole dilemma and everything has been absolutely amazing. Like, you guys are awesome. So thanks again, guys. I appreciate it. I look forward to doing more work with you and ending this video in the least corny way possible. Peace!
Drowning deep in my sea of
Loaded,
broken your
Sabatania. Will you give it to me?
It seems what's left of my human side is slowly changing in me.
Will you give it to me?
Look at my own.